What's up, family? I hope this is coming up correctly. I don't like that. What's up, family? We got to talk real quick. It is heating up, as Dreamwise little, what do you call those? His little sounds would say, it's heating up. And I want to talk to y'all really quickly about preparing for your own breakthrough. I want to talk to y'all really quickly about preparing for your own breakthrough because it is heating up. It is heating up. When you come on in the chat, say hey, say what's up, so I know who's here. I appreciate y'all who constantly are supporting, who are constantly giving, who are constantly showing up. I appreciate y'all. It's heating up. I got a song for y'all that really explains what this energy feels like to me, and that is Jill Scott, Try. And she says, if you want it to happen, baby, hold fast and believe. You can make it happen, baby. You can be what you please. All you gotta do is try and try once again. Then try a few more times. Then try after then. If you want it to happen, baby, hold fast and believe. You can make it happen, baby. You can be what you please. All you gotta do is try, then try once again, then try a few more times, then try after then. That's what this energy feels like to me right now. It's heating up, and you all, myself included, need to make sure that we are preparing and that we are in tune and that we are in sync with the breakthroughs we are seeking to manifest and create. Okay? It's happening. I want to know what y'all feel in the chat. What type of energy are y'all feeling in the chat? People who are in the chat right now, I want to know what type of energy y'all are feeling. For me, as you can see from the title, to me, it feels like it's heating up. Which, that heat, that pressure, that intensity, it can be overwhelming. That heat, that pressure, that intensity, it can be overwhelming, right? But we all know the saying, pressure makes diamonds. And the diamond, you, the diamond, me, is that breakthrough. Okay? Is that breakthrough. And so, yes, when it's heating up and when you're feeling this extra pressure, when you're feeling this energy, when you're feeling like, oh, there's things I got to let go of, there's things that I got to release so that I can embrace this new beginning that I'm being called for. When you're in that space, there's some things that you really need to understand. And I'm telling you from experience. One of the things that you have to understand as it is heating up, as it is heating up, as you are feeling that pressure, as you are being refined, as you are being transformed, as you are about to experience this breakthrough, one of the things that you have to understand is that there are going to be heavy emotions in those experiences. If whatever you are doing is not tapping into you emotionally, if it is not affecting your energy, if it is not causing you to feel any type of way, you're not in it deep enough. You're not in it deep enough. I have been grinding. Listen to what I'm saying. I have been grinding for the last couple of months. Non-stop going, grinding. things. I mean, just so many ideas, so many channels, so many downloads, so much information Spirit has been giving me to act on, to create, to manifest, to speak about, to go live about. And oh God, 2 nights ago, y'all, nothing was happening. Like nothing, in my physical reality, nothing felt wrong. But I needed to cry my eyes out. I needed to cry my eyes out. Just because of that pressure, I needed a release. Because I've been under this pressure, a good pressure, a positive pressure. Because what we know is pressure makes diamonds. We know pressure makes diamonds. Okay? Y'all know that. It's been scientifically proven that you have to push through and go through some things in order for you to get to where you have to go. And so if whatever you've been doing, whatever you've been investing in, if it doesn't feel like pressure, if it doesn't feel intense, if it doesn't feel like, whew, I'm in this work. And I'm not saying that whatever you're doing doesn't have a flow to it, right? Because even me making this video right now, it's still a flow. It's not forced at all. But when I consider everything that I'm doing right now, when I consider everything that is happening in my life right now, it's intense. Oh my God, it's intense. It's so intense and it's heating up. It's so much pressure. And I want y'all to know when you start feeling that pressure like that, this is when you know the breakthrough is coming. This is when you know the breakthrough is coming. If it's easy, if you comfortable, let me tell y'all, if you are comfortable, you're not giving yourself enough challenge, enough pressure. Really, phone? What's today? Today's Wednesday. If it is not feeling like pressure, if it is not feeling intense, you're probably still too comfortable. You're probably still too comfortable. And whenever you are wanting a breakthrough, whenever you're wanting to manifest, you got to get uncomfortable. And that uncomfortability is that heat. That uncomfortability is that pressure. That uncomfortability is how you create the life that you truly desire. Okay? I'm telling you, I cried 2 nights ago. Dream and I were talking in the bed, little pillow talk. I did not expect to start crying. Oh my God. But it was the pressure. It was the pressure. And I love it and I embrace it. It lets me know that what I am doing, the work that I'm putting in, the work that I'm doing with these women that I'm talking to day in and day out, it lets me know that that work is powerful and it lets me know that there's more to come. See, you need that pressure. You need that heat so that you can sustain when Spirit does give you more. Okay? Y'all, if you are too comfortable and you are not giving yourself no challenge, you are not disciplining yourself, your higher self, your spirit is like, I don't know if she's ready. I don't know if he's ready. Because guess where your ego resides? Can anybody? Well, that's kind of a vague question. But ego resides in comfortability. Ego resides in comfortability. Because at the end of the day, your ego doesn't want things to change. Your ego doesn't want things to change. Okay? So if you are comfortable, you're not pushing yourself to these different places where Spirit is trying to take you. You have to embrace the pressure, embrace the heat. And here's the crazy part about it. It is heating up so much that the world is literally changing right in front of our faces. The world, as we know it, is continuously changing right in front of our faces. And so we are being asked right now as spiritual beings to rise up to our greatest greatness, to rise up to our greatest power, to really shed the illusions, to really let go of the lies that we've been told by the media, the lies that we've been told in our past experiences. It is time right now, y'all, for y'all to embrace this heat. It's time right now, y'all, for you to embrace this heat. And here's the thing, you don't have to go through it alone. I'm grateful. I have a lot of gratitude that I was able to have that conversation with Dream and just tell him how I was feeling. Because we are in such a transitional phase. Do y'all feel the energy? Let me know in the chat, please. Y'all let me know in the chat if you feel this transformational, this movement, this pressure, this intensity, this feeling, this knowing that is heating up. Do y'all feel that? Do y'all feel that energy? I know it can't just be me. It's heating up. Yeah, I like that birthing energy. Definitely birthing. And even when we think about the process of birth, it is intense. I've had 2 children unmedicated at home, about to do it again in a couple of months. The energy is so intense, y'all. And so there are some things that you have to tap into. One, you got to let the emotions flow. You got to let the emotions flow. Like there are going to be times in this intense energy where things are transforming. There's going to be times where you are like, oh my God, what the hell is this? Where you are just going. You're working. And I'm not just talking about going to a physical job. I'm talking about you're tapping into self. I'm talking about you are doing what has been put on your soul, put in your heart for you to do. You're grinding. You are in the work. You are in the grind. And it can almost seem like, damn, I am so when you are so deep into this work, you start to be like, who the hell am I really? You start to even be like, who am I really? Because so many of the illusions, so many of those old beliefs that you thought were true, they start to fade away. And this is how you know you are becoming something new. You are being reborn. You are being rebirthed. You are being recreated. And this is the breakthrough. So some things that I want y'all to know. First thing, let the emotions flow. Don't judge yourself if you need to cry, whether you're a man or a woman. Don't judge yourself if you feel frustrated. Don't judge yourself if you're like, damn, this is so intense, I need to chill. Don't judge any of the emotions that may come up. That's a part of the process. That's a part of the releasing. That's a part of the refinement. That's a part of the pressure. And what your higher self, what your spirit is really asking you is, are you going to allow what you are feeling right now stop you from doing what you've been called to do? The next thing that y'all really have to understand as things are heating up is you have to keep your vibration grounded despite the distractions. Despite the distractions. And the distractions come up in so many ways. For example, this morning, I went to go start my car to take the kids to school. Car didn't start. That's a distraction. And it was crazy because I had to get them to school. Then I had to get back home because I had a client. And, I was just like, oh, okay, that's a distraction. I told Dream, We started putting our minds together. Ended up being uh, some corrosion or some rust on the battery. So we poured some baking soda on it with some water, let that all fizz up or whatever, cleaned it off, car started up. But in that moment, I had to choose, am I about to let this distraction coming in the form of this vehicle, which is really telling me that this vehicle is on its way out because I've been consciously manifesting a luxury vehicle. So I had to tell myself, don't let this distraction take me out of my vibration. And it almost did. It almost did, because the car was one thing, but then when you got kids in the car, Mommy, what's wrong with the car? Are we going to school? And then I got to get them out the car, bring them back in the house, and make them chill for a little bit. And while they're chilling early in the morning, they want to start going crazy. I'm like, no, you need to sit down. You need to chill while we figure this out. They still want to run around and be jumping off the couch early in the morning. But I still had to tell myself, be centered, and that this is just one step, this is just a distraction to see where your heart is really at. And so I didn't let it get me out of my vibration. I had to tell my kids, sit down and be quiet. I had to tell them that. But I didn't let it stop me from doing what I needed to do throughout the day. Not only that, peep how these distractions come. I am in the middle of a session, of a coaching session, right? I'm in the middle of a coaching session with one of my clients, and my kids' daycare calls. And I'm like, hold on, sis. I got to answer this phone call. It's the daycare. You know, you got to pick that call up. I answer the phone, and she's like, hey, Desiree, everything's okay, but KJ is hitting people at school. He was told to stop by his teacher. We were wondering if you could just talk to him. So I'm on a session on Zoom where sis can see me, you know. I had to remember to mute it so she didn't hear me getting on our son's ass and being like, why are you not listening to your teacher? You need to keep your hands to yourself. This is unacceptable. Does mommy need to come up to school to have another talk with you? It was getting real like that in the middle of a session, y'all. But I couldn't let that. I couldn't be like, you know, damn, why these people calling me? I'm working. I'm on my grind. I couldn't do that. I had to handle that, put the phone down. I had to tell my client, thank you so much for being understanding. You know what it's like being a mom. I work with a lot of moms, single moms to be specific. So I know they be getting phone calls from schools and stuff too. But again, that was a distraction in the middle of what I was doing, in the middle of me operating in my purpose. Do I stop the session? Do I let that call get my vibration off to where I can't continue tapping in with my client? Absolutely not. Okay. So we really have, yeah, family members too. I done had a family member text me talking about, can she come over to the house just to talk? Distractions. So that's one thing you need to understand. Okay. That's why it's so important for you to understand that as things are heating up, as you're feeling this intensity, as you're feeling this pressure, it simply means you are going to another realm of consciousness, another realm of manifestation, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. That's what that pressure means. Pressure is meant to strengthen you, to challenge you. Pressure is meant for you to overcome. But if you cannot stay focused and keep your eyes on the prize, you will succumb to that pressure. You will be overtaken by that pressure, and you will be out of sync and out of alignment with what you desire. And I feel you, Tanya. Overwhelmed with a little fear and a little excitement. I'm here to tell you, you're not alone. And so, one, let the emotions flow. They're going to happen. I cried 2 nights ago. It was a great release. I needed that cry. I hadn't been sleeping as deeply or as good as I like to sleep. Last night and after that cry, I slept deeply. I slept peacefully. Okay? I want y'all to understand that the distractions are going to come. Shit is going to come up. Shit is going to come up. Random things are going to come up. I haven't got a phone call from my kids' school in months. So it was so random that happened today. Things are going to happen. You know, car battery tripping. Things are going to happen. It's all about how you decide to move forward from it. Those experiences are your higher self challenging you to see how you're going to respond in those situations. One of the biggest things that you want to avoid doing when shit keeps coming up, one of the biggest things that you want to avoid doing is reaffirming and confirming that things are always happening. How many of y'all know people that's like, something always happening to me? Something always got to go on with me, man. I can't never figure stuff out. Right when I want to accomplish something, shit start happening. You never want to do that. You never want to do that. You never want to do that because you're speaking a spell upon yourself and you're not being impeccable with your words. So understand these situations will come up, but they are simply a test from your own higher self. See, here's the thing about God, the divine. In the lower nature and in the higher nature is still God, the divine. God and the devil are the same. God and the devil are the same. It is all about how you are perceiving the energy. And I'm telling you right now that you need to see these challenging moments, these pressure-filled moments, when you feel like it's heating up, when you can feel like, something is going on. I need you to understand that is an opportunity for you to make it known to the divine that dwells within you that what you are doing, what you are creating, what you are healing, what you are transforming is where is where the prize is, and your eye is on the prize. You're not getting unfocused, detoured, delayed, roadblocks, speed bumps. You're not going to get off track based off of simple human stuff. Okay? You're not going to get distracted off of this simple human stuff. And even when you do, you don't judge yourself for it. You bring yourself back. You don't judge yourself for it and be like, damn, I'm fucking up. Damn, you don't judge yourself for it. You bring yourself back. Bring yourself back and ask yourself, what can I be doing right now? You ask yourself, what can I be doing right now to refocus, to realign, to get back in sync with my goals, with my passion, with my vision? That's what you do, okay? So it's heating up. There's pressure. Ooh, I feel it. I feel it all in my neck and my back. Oh, God. Which is why I'm going to take me a spiritual bath tonight. I'm going to get my head wet. I'm going to get all of this. I'm going to have my oils all in there because I feel the pressure. I feel the pressure. I feel the energy. And in the same breath, I embrace it. I'm not going to fight it because it don't even help to fight it. It doesn't even help to fight it. All you got to do in these moments when you feel that pressure is get creative. Ask spirit, ask your higher self, what is this serving to teach me? Why is this happening right now? Why is this coming up? How is this serving me? How do I use this for my growth, for my development, for my expansion? That's all you do. And you keep your vibration in check. Okay? You keep your vibration in check. Like I said the other day, I cried, but then I was like, yeah, all right, whatever. Cry and go to sleep. I'm in our meditation room and I want to just show y'all something too. Look at this. Look at this. Let me show y'all. Let me see. Are you going to turn for me, babe? Oh, look at that, y'all. The work. You got to get into that work too. Ancestor altar. Lakshmi altar. And then you want to also, Spirit is telling us too. That's why I'm in the magic room. Spirit is also saying, get into that books, baby. Hold on, let me see. Get into them books, baby. I think that's why Spirit has brought me into our meditation room. I think that's why Spirit has brought me into here. Spirit is telling me, you need to be in that meditation room. You need to be in that magic room. And so I'm here. I'm here. This is where I'm doing my work at. This is where I'm coming live from for a couple of days. This is where I'm doing my coaching sessions from. This is where I'm doing it at, because I feel like the energy that is within this specific room in our house is where I'm going to get that support from. Is where I'm going to get that guidance from as things are heating up. So that's another thing I want to tell y'all. When things are heating up, tap deeper into your spiritual practices. Make sure you're reading. Make sure you're meditating. Make sure you're doing those things. All right? Make sure y'all are tapping in. Make sure you're sitting at your altar. And it's funny, babe, I don't know if you're still on here right now, but I got something to show you because I think this is so spiritual. I think this is so spiritual, babe. Where are you guys getting your statues from? We've been had those statues for the longest. Triple Goddess 333, we've been had those statues. We actually used to sell them. So a lot of the statues that we have are ours, that we sold ourselves. So, yeah, I don't know. And then look, y'all, babe, something that is so spiritual. Babe, something that is so spiritual. Y'all, Dream is about to cut his locks this week, or not this week, in a couple of weeks. Dream is about to cut his locks. And babe, that picture up there, see the camera doing a lot of magical stuff. That picture up there, babe, is, look at your locks on that picture, babe. Look at your locks on that picture. They the length that you're about to cut them to. Magic! He's trimming them. Let me not say cut them. He's trimming them. He's trimming them. But that just came to mind seeing that. So, y'all, it is what it is, y'all. Get back into your spiritual rooms. Get back into your spiritual practice. Let me come all the way back around to me. I just feel like this is what Spirit is calling us to get back into, which is why I'm in here doing this work. Anyways, it's heating up. It's heating up. It's heating up. And y'all need to let the emotions flow. Stay disciplined. Don't mind the distractions. Don't get too invested in the distractions, because that's all it is, a distraction. That's all it is, a distraction. So don't get too consumed in the distraction, because that's all it is, a distraction, okay? And then lastly, get back into your spiritual practices. Get back into your spiritual practices. Get back into your meditation room, because that's where you need to be. I'll talk to y'all soon. You have any Anastasia, books for beginners? Again, it's hard to say where you beginning at. I think the number one book that you should be looking into is Hidden Power of the Subconscious Mind. Hidden Power of the Subconscious Mind. Type that in. Anastasia, on Amazon. Hidden Power of the Subconscious Mind. Start there. Because once you can understand your mind and how it works, everything else will fall into place, because everything else is simply describing your divine mind. Hidden Power of the Subconscious Mind. That's why I will start. Love y'all. Peace. Y'all have a great, happy, whatever today is. What is today? Wednesday. Have a happy Wednesday. Peace. And make sure y'all join Dream at Night tonight, okay? Dream at Night tonight is happening. And make sure y'all tap in there as well. Love y'all.